Oh, we are back. I reset my laptop. I had spilled something on my keyboard and had to clean it up and all that good stuff. So, not too catastrophic though. I was able to get to it quick. But, whew, it could have been worse. Game. Game. Come on, game. Really? Hmm. Well, let's try it again. Let's try that again. There we go. Let's retrieve our character data. Ugh, that was annoying. But sometimes it'd be like that, huh? Even on an unplanned stream. Well, we do what we can, right? But it looks like we're back. There we go. Alright, now we are on Finders Keepers. God damn it, they're nowhere in sight. You see, the blood dragons got a little too close for comfort not too long ago. And trying to drive them off, I lost track of two very valuable aetherometers. We used them to measure the aether levels in the churning mists, and they were specially made for this thin atmosphere, and are nigh irreplaceable. If we don't return with them intact, then our mission here will have been for naught. Please, Zelda, help us locate them. Sure, I'll help you find these aetherometers. You know what? I'm going to do something real quick. Head layout in the list. over a bit. Give us a little bit more room for our map. Alright, let's find these boxes. Okay. We're out of the orange circle. There's one. Is number 2. There's number 2 over there. Okay, let's go reports. Let's go make our reports. Finally feeling awake now too. Coffee's starting to kick in, seems like. How goes your search for the accelerometers? Yeah, found them. Ah, many thanks, Zelda. Let's see. Excellent. The measures seem to still be intact. But this is the first step of our mission in success. I did ask you another favor, but could you please bring these accelerometers to Maine? I'll remain here and continue my duties. Sure. Sure. So how are the scouts to the northeast bearing? I trust with your help there haven't been any mishaps? Nope. They did ask me to bring you the thermometers. Ah, the measurements for the thermometers have already been completed? Let's see. Cuts we could. Sir Justinian's report included mention of the area, but he didn't anticipate the etheric energy to be this powerful. If we send this to the congregation, they should be able to glean even more information in their analysis. You have our thanks, Zelda. These things take time. Zelda, while you were assisting our scouts to the northeast, 2 locations were discovered to the west that appear to be ancient battlefields. I think these would be ideal places to take etheric measurements. We've sent scouts to each location already, but the ever-present threat of attack makes it difficult for them to obtain accurate readings. Please, Zelda, ensure their safety while they perform their duties. Head to Southon Hall Walls first and meet with my scout. He'll let you know what's required of you. We need to be way further up. Ah, Zelda, main word of your arrival. Your strength shall prove to be a tremendous help to our work. The area is crawling with dinosaurs, making it impossible to set up the aetherometers to obtain accurate readings. We need you to provide a distraction while we set up the aetherometers. If you slay 3 of them, that should provide us ample time. Alright, let's go kill some dragons. I guess this makes a little bit of sense. We don't have an official truce with the dragons yet. One more. There we go. Cool. Roar and gnash their teeth as they might. The dinosaurs are no match for the likes of you. You managed to set up the aetherometers without incident. I must admit it would have been a treat to see you fight for a bit longer. I'm a welcome surprise. You must wait until the aetherometers are done with their measurements. Do you think you could check on the scouting party at the other battlefield? I've been dispatched to the north, and no doubt they're facing the same troubles I've been. Pray help them if they require it. Okay, we're almost done with getting the unlock for the movables. We've got this and then 3 more quests. Ah, it's the adventurer. We've come just in time. I'm in dire need of help. I've finished setting up my aetherometers, but on the way back to my post, a dinosaur attacked and stole my scouting report. I'm not sure which one made off with the report, but I don't think it could have gone far. I'll do what I can to help you find it. You didn't have it. What about you? Do you have it? No. What about you? Do you have it? Go for 3. apparently, but I guess it is. Okay, 1 for 4. 1 for 4. So you were able to find the report. This is it. I was in the middle of writing it when the dragon attacked it and laid its grubby paws on it. Can't thank you enough for your help today. Meter too far. 139 stuff. Now that my report's been completed, I can continue with a more detailed survey. But first, we must collect the 3 aetherometers set up around the area. I'd hate to impose on you again, adventurer, but could you collect them for me? Sure. We'll do your work for you. One. In the house. No, doesn't look like anything's in the house. Okay, there's number 2. And there's 3 right there. Let's go report back. Got a little caught up there. You got my thanks, Mitchell. Yes, your management seem to be in order. The scout to the south has completed his readings as well, has he not? On your return, pray collect the aetherometers from him as well. Once you've collected all the aetherometers over in the main, pray hurry, an airship could be coming to collect our measurements soon. I shall continue my scouting and return by a different route. Okay, we've got to go to the south. Good to see you again. So you've come to collect the aetherometers. Well, the measurements should be complete by now, but I haven't taken the time to make sure yet. I hate to bother you, but would you collect them for me? I would like to examine them before you bring them to Maine. So bring them here before departing. And we gotta go collect it for him, too, huh? Okay. Make sure... I think these guys put them in the houses. At least most of them. So 1. do. Where is number 3? There's number 3. Yes, his measurements should prove to be satisfactory. Adventurer, please bring these to Maine, along with the aerometers from the Northern Scouts. Okay, fly back. Uh-oh. Zelda, you're back. A dragon caught me unawares, but I'll be fine after some treatment. What news do the scouts report? Well, everything seems to be in order. Up to 12, they completed their measurements without incident. The sun is proving to be more dangerous than we had anticipated. Ah, the pain. Can't scarce stand. Zelda, pray, put the thermometers into that seal crate over there. Okay. You have my thanks, Zelda. What in the 7 hells was that thing? Darby dragons. So, the potion is doing its work, and before long I'll be fully recovered. I was investigating the lower layer of the rookery when a hulking shadow blotted my vision. I managed to fight the beast off and escape, but I fear it still stalks this place. It would be a grievous error to let it live. More dragons could come to harm. More dragoons could come to harm. I would ask you to slay the beast for us. Once the deed is done, bring something from the beast, anything that would aid in identifying the true nature of the dragon. Alright, and it is down. Over here and down. It's a rookery master. Oh, well, you took care of it. Back up to the top. Cannot in good conscience let our dragoons scout the area while that beast still lives. Were you able to track it down? There you go. You pulled this from the beast's corpse. This armor dates back to before any of us were born. There can be no mistake. It was forged in Ishgard. This must mean that the dragon was once a heretic and drank of the dragon blood until the gilding on the armor indicates it's hundreds of years old. What would drive a man to choose to become as that? For a heretic, does such a transformation indicate transcendence? Mayhap it's not for me to understand the mind of a heretic. Nevertheless, we owe you our thanks for ridding us of that abomination. And this is the last of the Moogle Moogle unlock. Well, it seems you completed surveys of all the ancient battlefields. Thanks to you. However, I have one last request to burden you with. I would ask that you deliver two things to Sir Handloop at the congregation. First, I would have you deliver the steel crate containing the thermometers. Secondly, I would ask you to retrieve the observation log from the scout to the northeast. I shall inform my scouts at each location that our mission is complete. We shall return to Ishgard together. Once again, you have my thanks. We would not have been able to finish our mission without you. And let's get the crate. Because we're strong like that. And we need to go get the log for the northern scouts. Northeast scout. I received word from Sir Main, and I've written down detailed information of my observations. Pray bring it to Sir Handloop with the congregation. The other scouts and I will remain behind at this post and continue with their work until Main calls for us. Give Sir Handloop our regards, adventurer. And back to Ishgard. Here. Zelda, it seems the operation of turning this was a success. What exactly did our scouts discover? Well, here's a crate and an observation log. These thermometers and observation log will prove invaluable. However, this news that Maine was attacked by a heretic-turned-dragon is troubling. I mean, mulling over the information you and Estinian have brought to light, to think that one-time dragonkind and mankind once coexisted, yet now we must contend with dragons born of heretics. Then it's never-ceasing conflict. It is much too early to say if the news of our once peaceful past should be given credence, but it would be foolish to reject it outright. The best course of action would become more familiar with the history of the Turning Mists, solely through knowledge that we can decide our next step. Estinian's report contained detailed information on the Moogles that inhabit that area, and perhaps they would prove to be an invaluable resource for us. Zelda, it seems you've developed a bit of a relationship with them. Have you not? I apologize for asking another favor of you so soon after you return, but I would be grateful if you could help us strike our own relationship with them. Sure. Yeah, my thanks. I shall personally accompany you to ensure that this meeting goes favorably, and to show the Moogles my proper respects. We shall depart shortly, Zelda. I shall see you at our destination. Okay, let's go to Markholm. To Markholm we shall go. Ah, Zelda, I see you still haven't chosen a proper Moogle name, Koopo. What would you ask of me today? There are those from the surface who wish to know the history of this land. Very well, if you vouch for them, I see no reason to refuse their request. However, I would ask one thing of you in return. The Moogles wish to live in peace, and we can't do that if war rages across the land, Koopa. As long as our desires are understood. Pause. Pause. Station identification. Alright, we are back. Okay, Moglin. As long as our desires are understood, I'd like nothing more to meet these new friends. Now where can we find this Sir Handley? Oh. Come on. Excellent, Kupo. I shall dispatch my friends of the Vanguard to escort him at once. Zelda, please go along with them. They may be shy around so many new visitors from the surface, Kupo. Okay. And... okay, all the way up there, so we will definitely want... our Chocobo. Go ahead and use one so we have an even number again. Alright. So this should set us up nicely. We will have cleared all of the churning mist. So we've cleared Tailfeather, or sorry, Foreland, Dravania Forelands, Ishgard up to this point. We still have still have stuff they discard, but they're mostly going to be post-in walker stuff, or stuff that is done once main MSQ is done. So all level 60 stuff. This will make the end of everything in this zone, which just leaves a sea of clouds. Welcome to the Turning Mist, Koopa. Marlin has told us about you. It's our pleasure to guide you to Malcolm. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Commander Hanaloop of the Temple Knights. We're honored to receive your guidance. Furthermore, we appreciate your willingness to impart on us your knowledge of the Turning Mist. If there is aught you would require in return, we would gladly repay your kindness. Sir Hanaloop, you come from a large city on the surface, yes? You might have exactly the knowledge we need, Koopa. We've long yearned to learn how to repair storage structures. If we did, we could repair Zenith with our own paws. Smoogles have a sacred agreement with the great worm Racewalker that binds us to protect the Holy Tower. But after 1,000 years, time has worn its luster. Zenith is beloved by Racewalker and stands as a symbol of the friendship between the Landlords and the Skylords. If we could restore its former glory, maybe the bonds between your two races would be revitalized as well. Indeed, the Holy See's knowledge of stoneworking is vast. Very well. Although the road ahead of me may be difficult, I will do all within my power to convince the Holy See to send stonemasons and carpenters to do what they can. You're too kind, Koopa. However, there's one more thing I must ask of you. It may be too soon to allow so many people from the surface into Racewalker's beloved tower. It would unnerve him. For now, we would ask that you teach us what you can at Malcolm, and then we can use our own paws to repair Zenith. It may start with us repairing but a single brick, but if we keep at it, soon Zenith will sparkle as it hasn't in a millennium, Koopa. I understand the Moogle's concerned. I know all too well that 1,000 years of animosity cannot be forgotten overnight. Let us work with diligence, and brick by brick we shall rebuild that which has been lost. Yay! I'm glad we've come to an agreement, Koopa. Now let us be off to Malcolm. There's so much to share with you. And we'll take... I guess we'll take... CP material. Okay, and that, tricks and stones, that is what will start the Moogles. They being crafting job, or crafting related. They will, of course, wait until we have sufficiently leveled our crafters. But that is Giovannia, or the Turning Mist done. So, to Clamp Caltop. Now, let us make sure, after we turn this in, about how many more quests we have remaining before in this area before we decide what we're going to do, because we may have to push doing Sea of Clouds to maybe tomorrow for another impromptu Sidequest stream, but we shall see. We need to make sure how many quests we have. We place Ursule's belongings in the shade of a large flowering plant, so young girl's laughter seems to echo on the breeze. Alright, we need to report to Bricht. Back in Ishgard. Okay. We want that. Okay, well, first of all, let's turn this in before we look and see how many quests we have in Churning Mist. Thank you, friend. Though her life was filled with hardships, perhaps now she will find peace in the hereafter. No child should have to pay such a high price to know peace, and I believe there will come a day when the dawn rises on Ishgard, on an Ishgard free of war. Alright. So that should be Ishgard done for now. Of course, like I said, there will be more stuff here once we finish the main MSQ, though. Okay, quite a bit. Quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32. Okay, that's a little bit more than I wanted to do here. But what we will do is we'll do another impromptu stream to complete the Sea of Clouds, and then that should set us up nicely to... That should do nicely to set us up for getting progressing with the MSQ on Monday. So I hope anyone who is watching will join me on tomorrow at 7 o'clock to get the last bit of these side quests that were unlocked due to the MSQ and us completing the Sea of Clouds. We'll get those done, and then we will be able to move forward. So until then, I thank you for joining me on this impromptu stream, unscheduled of course, but have a good night. Bye-bye. And may Nama bless you. Have a good one.